Very well said, Miss Universe Malaysia from
Thank
Brandon.
you.
Okay. There's another follow-up question from your earlier answer, Miss Elaine. Would you want me to ask this question?
What's this one?
Um, regarding Muslim women not being allowed to join, being hampered by your country's law,
Yeah.
in terms of joining Miss Universe Malaysia pageants, because she says here, Miss Elaine, why don't we just send a Muslim women, but she must wear a sports suit, just like Miss Bangladesh 2019? Was there even a Miss Bangladesh who competed in Miss Universe in
I'm not
Yes.
sure.
recent past?
I'm not sure if there was a whether she was in a sports suit for bikini round. I'm not sure about that.
Elaine,
But the one,
Miss Shweta, you were saying something?
Yeah, that was a Miss Bangladesh. She was my roommate actually.
did she wear a sports suit for the swimsuit segment?
She wore a sports attire, but she had a sports bra and a tracksuit
Ah,
actually.
okay.
So she was allowed to she was allowed to parade that.
I questioned her as well because I was so curious. She said that her country allows they have certain leniency. So as long
But
as
Miss
she put,
Universe allowed it.
sorry,
Yeah, so that's
Miss
my
Universe.
question. Yeah, did Miss Universe allow it? Was she scored? Did she come out during the swimsuit competition wearing a sports suit, and was she graded or scored
um,
afterwards?
I'm not sure if she walked out, but I did see her because the main reason why I questioned her was because everyone was in bikini and she was putting on a sports attire.
Ah,
So I
okay.
was surprised then, but I'm not sure if she walked out or not because it's like B and M. So I was at the
Okay.
back. So I'm not sure.
Interesting.
Okay, interesting perspective. I'll probably review the tape Miss Universe 2019 to see where Miss
Yeah.
Radzi is coming from.
Let
Yeah.
me know.
So yeah, I'll check. I'll go check Miss Radzi. So let's now go back to the Gala show. We're
Yeah.
so excited about it. Even what was the concept so probably the concept is inspiration is probably because of the pandemic. So even the pre-pageant activities leading up to the Gala are so impressive to watch on social media, Miss Elaine. How do you plan these events? Is there a theme that you usually adopt on a yearly basis or for this year, or and how challenging is it for you to mount or organize events up until this time?
Well, first and foremost, I have a really, really good team. It's a small team, but we have a good team, and they're all very responsible. And as I said, we had sponsors obligations to fulfill, so we had to do certain things like the bikini shoot, like going to BMW showroom with the girls for a photo shoot. Um, it wasn't the easiest thing to handle, but with WhatsApp group chats, you can do anything.
Yeah. Group chats is key.
Group chats is
Group
key,
chats
yeah.
Group chats is the key. So, for the benefit of our viewers, from all over for the benefit of our viewers and even organizers from from other different pageants around the world who would want to hold similar events, how would you practice quarantine protocols in events such as yours? Was there any difficulty that you faced while planning all along
Yeah,
about
I
it?
mean, we wanted to have our preliminaries on the 4th of September, and we had planned everything. And then we went to find out from the authorities that we were only allowed to have 35 people there because of social distancing. So 2 days ago, we had to cancel it. So there's a lot of things that we're learning along the way as well, with protocols and rules and regulations. But for the e-gala, we made sure that there's no audience at all. So, we won't want to put anyone at risk. So it's just the crew and the girls and the judges, and that's it. Yeah.
What are you looking for in your next winner now, Miss
I'm
Elaine?
looking I'm looking for someone who has a great attitude, um, and she's got to have empathy. She's got to have good brain, and she's got to make sure that she's got to make sure that she's got her feet on the ground. And that's what I tell the girls all the time. You got to stay humble. She's got to obviously she's got to be a beautiful girl, aesthetically, in the judge's eyes, whatever beautiful is, inside and outside. And I can't wait to work with her, whoever she may be. And I think that she's got to have empathy. I think that's a big, huge thing.
Okay, so what you're saying, Miss Elaine, is that she has to be beautiful first. Non-negotiable, beautiful. It has to be a balance: beauty, communication skills, and empathy.
Yeah.
If you would rank it that way, so it's beauty first because it's after all a beauty pageant, right?
It's a beauty pageant. We can't run away from that. Aesthetically, she's got to look the part. And I'm not saying that she's got to look like a supermodel. She's just got to be beautiful inside out.
Very true.
What about you, Shweta? What advice could you advise your successor during your pageant journey, or what should?
I think I would say, of course, I want her to enjoy her journey and all. But like what Elaine said, at the end of the day, just don't forget your roots, stay humble, and focus onto the game. It's a competition. Prepare for the best. Work hard. It's just a year or maybe less, because we do not know when is Miss Universe going to be happening. And time flies. Time really flies. And when you're working so hard, you wouldn't realize when, suddenly the next moment, boom, you're at Miss Universe. So just enjoy the journey. And I saw a few of the finalists are watching this live. So I would just want to tell them that they are in safe hands. Mumo is very experienced. They know what they're doing. Trust the process. I was told this as well. And,
trust the process, yes.
Trust the process. I was told this, and I trusted them. I obeyed them. I followed their guidance. And I just want to tell them, simple. If I can do it, I'm pretty sure she can do it as well. So yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, they'll be in good hands.
Yeah.
Because
the best hands.
Miss Elaine is an empowered woman who has been through it all, and she knows how to empower her contestants, her winners, to really do their best and really be the best version of themselves, right?
Yeah.
So there are so many questions coming in before I proceed. Ewan Ahmad is asking, what will be the format of MUMO of Miss Universe Malaysia Finals on September 5? Will you include public speaking segment for the girls in the e-gala night? Will you follow the format of Miss Universe?
Yeah,
during the final?
We do. We kind of follow a very similar format. We have an introduction round. We have the swimsuit round. We have evening gown round, and then we narrow it down to top 10, and then top 4, and then the winner. So during the top 10, they will need to answer questions.
Understandable. Just like the mother organization.
Top 4 as well. Yeah.
Oh, top 4. Okay.
Top 10, and top 4.
Top 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Just to make it a little bit different, top 4 instead of top 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's another question here from Brandon Lee. He's an Indonesian. Hi, I'm watching from Indonesia, and I wanted to ask the national director, Miss Elaine, how is Malaysia stepping up like its neighbors in Southeast Asia?
I think in this day and age, especially in these times, when we see so many of the powerhouse countries, like Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand, they've been so amazing. I mean, they've won titles, they've won the Miss Universe pageant. and they've got paintings and all that. And I think we would like to follow in their footsteps. Malaysia is still a very small country compared to these three other powerhouses. But yeah, we do the best that we can, and we make sure that our girl is well equipped, well trained, well prepared to make sure that she's at par with the other countries. Yeah.
I want to ask a follow-up question. Yeah, Shweta, you were about to
Yeah.
say something. Go ahead.
No, no, no. I didn't want to. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just nodding.
All right, because hearing what you said, Miss Elaine, do you
Yeah.
feel like what's your take on the continental selection format of Miss Universe nowadays? Now it's always it's divided by continents because Asia is lumped with Africa.
Yeah, I know.
Or,
That doesn't give us much space.
I know, right? So this is why I want to ask your opinion. So Asia already has how many countries? Like 30 countries, and then there's
Yeah.
another dozen countries under the African contingent. So how do you feel about it? For less than 50 nations scrambling for 5 spots. So how do you feel about the selection format? Do you feel that I don't know how I can't look for another word, but I'll try to say it. Don't you feel like Malaysia is a bit on a disadvantage considering that for the first 5 slots alone, there's already Philippines, there's already Thailand who are so eager to really make it to the top five. Then there's other emerging powerhouses like Indonesia. And then in Africa, there's also South Africa. So,
Yeah.
and then there's another underdog coming from Africa. So, how do you feel about it? Do you think that
Um,
Africa and Asia should be separated?
I think so. I think Asia should have its own continent and just, give us more options, give them more options to choose from the Asian countries. But I always tell the girls, it's a competition. The ball is round. You never know what you're gonna get, and next year might just be our year. And I always tell them, you're in it to win it, no matter what. So just do your very, very best.
Will will there come a time where a Malaysian will finally win Miss Universe?
I
Because
think so. I have a gut feel that tells me something, and I hope that it's soon.
yes, so
Because I think we've got a lot of Malaysian fans, and they are they're always upset and disappointed when Malaysia doesn't get a placing, and I think we're emerging in the past couple of years. We've been taken more note of, and I think at some point we're gonna get there. I believe so.
Me too.
I still feel Deborah Henry should have placed. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Or even Kimberly Pressler. I mean, like at least in the semis. I don't know. I don't know. Do you think it has something to do with a weak sash, or I don't know, or do you think that
No,
Malaysia
it's
really has to step it up? So because
yeah. I mean, we've been stepping up our game in the recent years, but again, I say Malaysia is a small country compared to the bigger powerhouses. Look at your population in the Philippines, and look at us. You've got more fans there. You've got beauty pageants is like a way of life in the Philippines. You it's way out for a lot of girls out there, and Malaysia, unfortunately, we have a group of girls who can't enter the pageant, which are the Muslim girls, and they make up the majority of the country, where girls are concerned. So I hope one day we will get there, and I'm sure we will.
so Miss Elaine, how important is it for you to crown the right and deserving woman on September 5?
It is super, super important. I hope the judges. I mean, I have nothing to do with the judging process. Um, we have,
Oh,
we have. I don't. Yeah, we have.
not even not even like the chairman of the board or even
No,
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 no. Your
no.
hands off.
So we have a pre-judging segment where the girls undergo a personality interview, like in Miss Universe, and we have a different set of judges for that and for the e-gala. So we've got marks that's taken from the personality test, taken into the e-gala marks, the scores, and I have nothing to do with it, basically. Yeah, I don't want to be biased. I mean, a lot of people, after that, if their favorite girl doesn't win or anything, they always say, "Oh, Elaine, why didn't you choose this girl, or why didn't you choose that girl?" It's not up to me. It's not up to me. It's up to the judges. Please believe me.
I feel you, ma'am. We also experience the same thing here in Binibining Pilipinas, or probably in the inaugural Miss Universe Philippines. There's just fans who will really complain about the results. So, ma'am,
Yeah,
hearing with what you said, you talk about beauty, communication skills, and empathy,
empathy.
personality. So,
Yeah.
I want to ask this question to both you and Miss Shweta. Do you think advocacy also matters? A girl's advocacy also matters in for a girl to join a pageant like Miss Universe Malaysia nowadays?
Absolutely. I mean, there are a lot of people out there who need a lot of help, and being a Miss Universe Malaysia, it puts you on a pedestal to help these people. And I think it showcases her personality. It showcases how she cares about something which is she's passionate about, and I think that's super super important.
So how do
Yeah,
you feel? Oh yeah, okay, Shweta, go ahead.
sorry. But I
Sorry,
just want to add that pageantry, it's all about you want to serve to your community. It's our responsibility to give back, and we have a platform, we have a voice with a face, so why not use it? And using it for a good purpose, so why not? It's for the goodwill of people. And but some says that maybe, like, sometimes they accuse that, oh, you didn't win because your advocacy wasn't strong enough. But they need to understand that when you go to Miss Universe, it's not about your advocacy or anything. Actually, although I don't really know what matters, how they choose the winners or anything, but people always think that you need to have like a really strong advocacy. But I feel that as long as you are able to connect with your advocacy, it somehow flows really smoothly. It shows your empathy, it shows how caring you are. Just stay connected with your advocacy and just give back to the community. That's about it. That's really important for every beauty queen,
Yeah.
I feel.
Shweta, I'm curious to ask, how did you? I really applaud you for your body for your hashtag your body your say campaign
Correct.
in this universe. So, how did you
Mhm.
find your own? How did you choose your own advocacy? Is it something that you discovered or started doing while preparing for Miss Universe Malaysia, or is it something that you have been doing before, even before Miss Universe Malaysia?
It has been even before Miss Universe Malaysia, but it was in a very small scale, because of course I didn't really had the platform, I didn't really had the say, I would say. So it's just that there was a lot of eye-opening events happening right in front of me, even after I won the crown of Miss Universe. So I saw people being judged in front of me, body shamed. Even I faced it myself. And then the hashtag of your body your say came up when I was actually having an appointment, and I was seated with my former manager. We were at Starbucks, and then I was telling her, I said I want to advocate about this and that, but I really do not know what should I have my tagline as. I am so clueless. And then she came, we were discussing, and then she was saying, why not, what, she asked me a question, and I ended up saying your body your say, and then she was telling me, you got your tagline. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's so true. So the main purpose I decided that I want to advocate about the importance of being confident in your own skin. It's because that my own best friend, she was a former finalist of Miss Universe Malaysia. She was not confident enough of her own skin. She has such a beautiful body, such a beautiful skin, but she's always body shamed. She received tons amount of trolls. So my main purpose was I want to do it for her and I want to do it for all the people out there because I feel that there's a lot of keyboard warriors all around us, especially now, even like now the pandemic, everyone is on digital. We are all digitally connected. Everyone is on social media, and there's a lot of trolls going on. There's a lot of negativity that's being spread, and I just want to put an end to it. At least I want to try to do so. Maybe, a 10% of an effort of mine could probably do a difference, set a difference. And I've seen a lot of positivity ever since my campaign. Even till today, I still get messages from the girls, a lot of people. And that is why once in a while I do a live session. I engage with my followers because they feel so positive when they hear me speak. And a lot of people have sent me their testimonies. So that's an achievement for me, because for me, at the end of the day, I just want to have people to be confident, and I want them to realize how important it is to love yourself, because when you begin to love yourself, it will somehow improve your mental health. So yeah, that is why I wanted to work on my advocacy of your body, your say.
I like
Oh,
what you said. Don't you think, Miss Elaine? I really like
yeah.
what she said. Cause I know there are so many aspiring beauty queens as well who are watching us right now, or even their trainers watching. So, what I'm getting from you is that for you, in order for you to sound so authentic and sincere with your advocacy. Like, because let's face it, advocacy is really something that you have to have in Miss Universe nowadays, because
Yes.
it's really
Correct.
the talking point at the start of the finals because of the public speech because of the speech component during the first part. So you're telling me is that you have the girls joining should already have an advocacy even before joining Miss Universe Malaysia. It's
Or
not
have an
something that they
idea,
should
or
only.
have an idea of what they want to do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Miss Elaine, would you feel do you somehow, because you've been doing pageants as ever since, so in a way with your job as a national director, can you spot if a girl is already is can you would you feel if the girl is doing a genuine advocacy or not?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you can
Mm-hmm.
tell, when someone is genuine about it, or when someone is just doing it for the sake of doing it. And I always tell the girls that don't do it for the sake of doing it. You've got to be passionate about it, something that's close to your heart. So I think that's important.
Yeah. So I think it's also an eye opener for all of us here, or for everyone watching this interview, is that girls need to do something. If ever girls will adopt an advocacy in joining a pageant, it should be something that they have been doing even before.
Yeah, or something that they're passionate about, whether it's the older folks or younger kids or underprivileged kids, or your body, your say, whatever that 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 drives them basically.
So do you think Miss Universe is changing for the better
I think
because of this
so.
component? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's they're very different times now, compared to when Donald Trump used
You're,
to run.
yeah.
IMG, after taking over, it's very much about their backstories and their advocacy and what they represent, their personalities. It's not so much that they have to look like a supermodel. Not anymore.
Yeah, which is good, right? Because
Yeah,
they're making all the girls relatable
yeah,
and authentic. Yeah, so that actually they're no longer looking for supermodels. They're already looking for someone who could inspire someone short of saying they want a leader, a
yeah.
spokesperson. That is what I'm feeling for Miss Universe. So, ma'am, I have a question for you. What if during the finals on September 5, so this is just a make believe question.
Okay,
Let's
okay.
say two girls end up in the top two. One is so beautiful, but lacks in advocacy and poor communication skills. But the other one is not that gorgeously beautiful, like plain average, but has killer communication skills and a genuine advocacy. So which one would you pick to be your winner?
Wow, that's tough.
Would
Um,
you, or would you want to have a balance as much as possible?
yeah, I want to have a balance, you know. I mean, like, you know, I would like to have a balance.
Yeah,
And I don't want to answer this question.
it's tricky. So, ma'am, I'm curious to ask because this is the only time I'm having this conversation with you. Because I never talk to you about this whenever I run to you during pageants, right? So, ma'am, in the Philippines, because I'm curious to ask, how do you train girls there in Malaysia? Because in the Philippines we have pageant camps, like to train contestants for national pageants, similar to how
Yeah,
Venezuela does it.
I
So,
mean, as I was saying, you know, in Philippines, it's like almost like a religion, you know, beauty pageants there. It's so huge, it's so big, you know, you've got so much budgets for everything, you know. Malaysia is still very small in terms of where pageantry is concerned, and we do our best. You know, we get the best trainers from Malaysia to train them. Some may agree, some may not. Um, we give them the best experience that they can get in order for them to be super ready, and they're in it to win it at Miss Universe. So we train them as much as we can. um, we haven't explored the idea of sending the girls anywhere, also because, you know, there's budget constraints as well to train them. So yeah, so we do whatever we can, and, you know, the best that we can to make sure that they are pageant ready, Miss Universe ready.
So, ma'am, I'm curious to ask. So, how once the girls apply to your organization as a potential applicant, once they are declared official candidates, your organization will be responsible for training all of them.
Yes.
Okay.
And we also, I
So,
mean, we also have a talent management under our belt. So, you know, so Shweta is still with us, and, you know, we represent her for any talent work that she needs to do, any modeling work, or, you know, yeah, anything.
okay.
I hope
Because
that answers your questions.
because I'm curious to ask, are there fashion designers who come to Miss Universe Malaysia and say, "Oh, I have a girl, I have a friend. She's from this province, and I would like you to get to know her for you to assess if she has the
Yeah,
makings of
of course.
potential to be the queen." So there, okay, because because I'm seeing how these people come up to you and try to link it in terms of how you train them eventually for Miss Universe Malaysia. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, you know, we spot them sometimes. You know, they not only just come for auditions. Like Jane Teo, you know, she was a very last minute candidate. I was in her hometown in an island called Penang, and I was emceeing, I was hosting an event, and she happened to be doing the fashion show. And I said, "What are you doing on this and date?" I said, "Why don't you come down for an audition and come and you know?" And she was so shy, but, you know, she did really well on the Miss Universe stage. Um, and yeah, so, you know, we get girls from all walks of life, from various different backgrounds, and, you know, we spot them. You know, I always have my cards with me. I make sure I say, "Hey, are you interested in joining Miss Universe Malaysia?" And sometimes I have to ask their parents, you know,
Yeah.
whether they're okay for their
So
daughters to join the pageant.
so it's really a tedious process. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But I enjoy it, you know. I enjoy
Yeah.
it. I'm having fun doing it. I'm enjoying it. Um, it's not easy. There are many challenges, but, you know, I'm willing to go through them to make sure that these girls are, you know, given a fair chance of a wonderful experience.
All right. Okay. So I've actually asked all my questions to you. So let's now go to our questions from the fans. There's a question here, comment actually for Shweta coming from Brandon Lee. He has a follow up comment. He says, "I'm actually rooting for Shweta. I felt she was a strong candidate from Asia. Maybe she just needed a trigger point." Ma'am Elaine, if you get comments like this, maybe she needed a trigger point. How do you feel like?
I will ask Brandon. Brandon, what do you mean by trigger point?
Maybe probably she just probably lacked the what push or
I don't
more
know.
gumption, more. Brandon, can you elaborate more? I think a more social media campaign. I don't. Yeah, I think he was referring to that trigger point, like something that will really set uh Shweta's campaign on fire for her to be talked about on social media, right?
Maybe,
So
maybe.
there's another question for me, but I can't answer. Who are my favorites? Who are our favorites? Of course, Miss Elaine couldn't answer that because she's the national director. Here, there's another follow-up question from Vu Tien. Any possibility Miss Universe Malaysia omit the swimsuit round just like Puteri Indonesia? Perhaps all women. I think she's a Muslim, so she has been asking this question since the start. Perhaps women from all races in Malaysia could join the competition without limitation like Dewi Remaha.
Yeah, Devi Ramaja is a beauty contest, a magazine beauty contest. The thing is, we can omit the swimsuit round, but when she goes to Miss Universe, what is she going to do? She will have to be in a swimsuit, or maybe some sports attire, but it's still considered as sexy. So until we get the green light from the government, we can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I hope Vuti and that answers her question. I mean, it's obvious that Miss Elaine, the Mumu organization, is just adhering to the rules of Malaysia,
Yeah.
and in order for her to be able to do what you're talking about, she has to violate some laws, bend some rules in order to accommodate Muslim women. Of course, from her end, she would like to have Muslim women to make to make her pageant all encompassing. But what can she do right now if she is being limited by what your law says, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, ma'am, last two questions. This is for Miss Shweta. What's next for you, Shweta? How do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Any plans of entering show business?
Well, maybe. I'm actually getting a lot of offers right now to venture into movies and everything, and I love trying out everything. Like I'm always limitless, so I'm giving it a try. But I want to focus back onto my goals, which is I want to be a world speaker, a world-known speaker, and yeah. So I am actually studying mass comm right now. I'm back in uni, so I want to graduate. I want to complete my education and then focus onto my goals. And yeah, I just want to walk into doors that would be opened by God for me. And then I would decide finally, like, okay, I want to venture into this or something. But for now, I want to enjoy my life, complete my graduation, and I want to try out all of the opportunities that I can because I'm very greedy. I like limitless.
She's hungry. She's hungry.
I'm always hungry, so I want to do everything as much as I can. For me, the more activities I have on my schedule, the happier I am. So yeah, I want to do everything for now, and then I'll decide what is one thing that I want to venture into.
You're so well spoken, Miss Shweta. I wonder now why didn't you make it to Miss Universe? I mean, you should mom, you should get her as one of your mentors for Miss Universe
Yeah.
Malaysia.
Yeah.
No, I
Training the
don't. I
girls.
be. I
You
can't.
don't want she doesn't want the additional pressure.
I mean, no, I like to be. I like to be the fun one. Like whenever I meet those girls, I'm just like, hey, hey. I don't like to nag or like. That's Elaine's job. Let Elaine do it. She's
Are
calm to
you
do
saying
it.
that I nag?
No, no. What I like doing, I like to be the behind the scenes now. Like I'm the senior, so I like to go there, and sometimes I just pull their leg or I bully them a bit. Like I was just like, "Hey guys, are you sure you're ready?" Like I'm the senior now. I want to
so you
enjoy it.
just so you just want to chill and relax with the
Yeah, I think
contestants.
not chill and relax. I mean, of course, I want to help the girl. I would, of course, mentor. I would give like, as much as like Jane. I still remember she sent me a long essay before I went to Miss Universe. She gave me a lot of advices, and I would do so as well. You know, I'll help the next queen. I'm so excited for her, and I'm so jealous right now knowing that Carbon is going to design her national costume. I'm pretty sure he's going to do something really great. And yeah, I just want to pray for the best for her. I really, really hope Malaysia does something more this time, because we're there. We're so close. It's like we made it
Yeah.
to national costume at least. I can't wait.
There's
So
a
yeah.
question here for Miss Elaine. Obviously, we're such fans of Deborah Henry, so we keep asking about her.
Yeah.
Will she be one of the judges on the fifth, Miss Elaine? Larry Mikhail is asking.
Yes, she will be.
Oh,
I'm
oh.
giving away too many secrets on this interview.
So
Yes,
wait,
Deborah will be one of our judges.
oh, I wanna meet her. Like, it's like
Okay,
until
wait.
now,
The,
I
the
wanna.
next time, the next time we have a pageant, and when you're allowed to travel, we'll bring you over.
Oh my God! I mean, up until now, I still can't fathom the fact that she did not make it to top 16. I don't know what. Is it? I don't know. Did she flunk her prelim interviews? Did she have attitude? I can't. I don't want to
No,
speculate, but
Deborah is like the loveliest girl ever. Yeah.
so we're still wondering, even until now. We keep reposting her pictures on social media, like what could have been, what went wrong, those posts like that, like Deborah, what happened? So someone's also asking here, will she also be part of the mentorship? Will she be part of the MUMO in training the next winner for Miss Universe?
Deborah always works with us, and sometimes she comes in to give mentoring sessions to the girls as well. So
Uh-huh.
yes, she always works very closely with us.
There's another question here. Will Mumo allow the winner to choose their own team in preparing for Miss Universe, like what Catriona did last time?
I don't know if I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. I mean, it depends whether I know the team or not. And I'm sure the team will be professional. But if I know them and they want to help prepare the girl, why not?
For sure,
I'm,
ma'am, you will be. If that happens, you'll be open for a collaboration. That's
yeah,
what
of
you're.
course. Yeah, I'm always open to collaborations. Yeah.
Yeah. In order for Malaysia to finally make it again. There's so many
Yes.
Malaysian, there's so many inspiring Malaysian queens apart from Deborah who has been doing a lot of, goodwill charity work even after the reign. I've been researching that. There's this one who won in Miss World in 1998. I forgot her name. And there's this one doctor like Shweta as well, who was also doing her own charity endeavors as well. So, ma'am, this ends our interview. So, can you
Thank
both
you
give
so
a
much,
message?
Adam.
Yeah, I had fun. I had fun talking to you.
You too.
Sharing
Thank you.
notes with one another.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. So don't
yeah.
forget,
So,
everyone out there, to watch the show on the 5th of September at 5 p.m. Malaysian time. Go to missuniversemalaysia.com.my and you can get your tickets there. They're only about $4. There's an early bird special now till the 1st of September. So please go ahead and get your tickets and please watch us.
Yes, please, please, please support us, because all of these girls, they need your love, support, and blessings.
And proceeds go to charity as well.
Exactly. I was about to say that it's going to go to charity as well. And if you have your own personal favorite winner, the voting for Miss Habib is going on. So you can do that as well. So vote for them.
Yeah,
what
and
is
you
Miss
can vote.
Habib?
It's a jewelry brand that's one of our
It's a
sponsors.
So is it like a special award to be given during the
Yes,
telecast?
a subsidiary title.
So it's like live voting.
Yes. So we have
Ooh.
live voting for best swimsuit, best evening gown, and we want people to vote and see who they want as winner as well.
Yes.
So it's going to be one hell of an interactive and fun show.
Yes. So you've got to watch
Imagine,
it.
so imagine the public could sort of decide who the winner will be, because assuming they let their favorites win the best na Miss Habib, best in swimsuit, so the judges will be like, okay, okay.
I will be influenced a little bit.
Oh,
So
thank
thank you.
you.
Thank you so much, Adam, for having us.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much as well, ma'am. The pleasure is mine. It has been a one. It has been a learning experience doing this interview with you, ma'am. I hope we could interview again you again in the near future. I promise if we see each other in the next Miss Universe coverage, I'll really make more
Yeah.
exposure for Miss Malaysia because you've been
Thank
so
you.
wonderful to me. And it you know, us here in the Philippines, we really want to Malaysia to succeed
Thank
finally. You
you.
know, we've been
Mhm.
talking about like okay, we want Vietnam, we want Malaysia. How come Malaysia hasn't been placing yet? So there's this sense of genuine um genuine interest for you guys to succeed in Miss Universe.
Yeah.
All because probably of the Deborah Henry. I don't know. Vengeance for Deborah Henry. But anyway, but thank you, mom, so much for doing this interview.
Thanks, Adam.
Um,
You're
we really,
welcome.
really enjoyed it. Our pleasure, the pleasure is mine. And so don't forget, Miss Universe Malaysia e-gala show will be happening this coming September 5. So they will be it will still be under a pageant format. Only this time there will be no audience, live audience involved. So get your
Yeah.
tickets on the website, and if you get your tickets, you'll be happy and you'll be pleased to note that the part of the proceeds of the sale that you will buy from the organization will go to their respective charity endeavors. So thank you once again, Miss Elaine, Miss
Thank
Shweta.
you.
Have a
Madam.
blessed have a wonderful evening ahead, and thank
You
you so
too. You
much.
too.
You too. Take
Virtual
care.
hugs
Yeah.
and kisses all the way from Manila, Philippines.
Thank
Love
Thank
you.
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 See you in the next Miss
Bye.
Universe. Bye. Thank you,
Bye.
ma'am.